To vote or not to vote? That is the question. Hello Blazers, it is your boy Roman, your favorite neighborhood Russian. How guys doing today? Welcome to a brand new video. And in today's video guys, we're going to be talking about the current debate in Russia going around the upcoming constitutional change referendum. As I've said in a couple of my previous videos, Russia is currently planning to make some amendments to its constitution that basically, there's a whole bunch of amendments in there that are very weird. For example, they've added mentions of God in the constitution, which is bizarre. There's no other country in the world that does that, right guys? That is just insane. And there's also a whole bunch of crap about like defending family values, but all of that is nonsense because the main idea of these constitutional amendments is to remove the cap limit of presidential terms in Russia, and also giving the future president that's gonna come after Putin, who knows who's gonna be, less power, so that essentially Putin, after he stops being president, could still rule over the country in some other, non-direct way. Basically, in a nutshell, the entire idea of this constitution is just to make Putin rule Russia forever, and it's going to happen. No matter what happens during this referendum, it's not like something is at stake here, okay? It's already been decided. It's an illusion of democracy, right?
Принято уже этот закон, приняты эти поправки. Уже сам по себе этот процесс легитимен. И только можно отнестись с большим уважением к тому, что президент на этом не остановился, и его политическая воля и желание услышать в данном случае не предусмотрено нынешней действующей Конституцией мнение народа дополнительно. Ключевая фраза, он на это пошел, это достойно большого уважения.
However, there are different ways that the Russian opposition is tackling this, because some Russian opposition leaders are saying that we should boycott the referendum, we should just not come to vote at all, and that will show that, they're gonna have low voter turnouts, and, it's not gonna be like as legitimate or whatever. And the other side is saying, no, that is ridiculous, let's all come and vote no, that we do not want these amendments to come into power. Even though those amendments are already in power and, the vote will not change anything. Even if, like, everybody votes no, nothing's gonna change. I also love how the fact that the entirety of the Russian internet, basically everybody on the Russian internet, is like, it's not even a debate of whether we should vote yes or no for the amendments. Like, literally every single person on the internet thinks that those amendments are bullcrap, and they're only debating whether we should vote no or just not come at all, because the referendum is bullshit. So, at the end of the day, what is the best tactic? What is the option that we epic anti-Putin pilled gamers should take? And what am I going to do? Let's talk about it. Now real quick, before today's video starts, I would like to tell you guys about today's video sponsor, Raycon. If you guys don't know what Raycon is, it's an established brand that creates quality wireless earbuds. Raycon makes earbuds that are basically as high quality as any other premium audio brand, but they also come at half the price. Their new everyday E25 model comes in a lot of new fun colors and a very compact design with 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, and also more bass. So yeah, if you're looking for a pair of quality, durable earbuds that will also not completely break your bank, then Raycon is the thing for you. And magically, me and Raycon have a specific offer just for you. If you go down to the link provided in the description, you can get 15% off of your purchase from Raycon. So yeah, if you've been looking for good earbuds for a while now, to use while working out, walking, chilling, whatever. I mean, just in case you guys didn't know, wireless earbuds are like the greatest invention since electricity was invented or whatever. They're very comfortable. If you don't have a pair yet, I mean, what are you doing? And once again, hang on over to the link down in the description on Raycon's website and get 15% off from your purchase on Raycon. Now, let's get into the video. So yeah guys, just like I mentioned, there are two sides to this. The first side is just not go vote at all. And the second side is go and vote no. I don't want the amendments to come into power. I already made a video on this, on like all these terrible advertisements, like the one where there's like two gay guys that come to an orphanage to like adopt a kid, and the kid is sad because they're gay, and like the entire message of that advertisement is like, if you don't vote for the amendments to the constitution, then everybody will be gay, and gay people will be allowed to marry, I guess.
So, which is terrible, obviously.
But the thing is that it's not like same-sex marriage is legal in Russia or anything, and it's not like it's gonna become legal in any foreseeable future. So adding a new article to the constitution about like marriage between the relationship between a man and a woman doesn't really change anything. And it's basically the same for like 90% of amendments to the constitution. They don't change anything. They're not gonna change anything. The main thing is Putin's forever in power. Now here's the thing, why would somebody just not vote at all? Well, it's a whole thing. You guys need to understand that the Russian opposition, the Russian people overall, when these advertisements are treated like complete idiots. Like, and I need to clarify this, by the way, before this video starts, I'm not propagating the idea of not voting or voting no or voting yes. I'm just stating my personal opinion and points of view of other people, okay? I have to state this because in Russia they've actually made it illegal to like advocate or promote not going to vote or actually voting yes or no. So I just want to clarify, I'm not telling anybody to do anything. I'm not trying to make anybody vote or not vote or vote for a particular thing. Don't put me to jail, okay? I'm just stating my opinion and points of view of other people. Can't believe I have to say this. But yeah, the whole idea is that by not coming to the referendum as a whole, you kind of reject the entire thing and you say that, yeah, I'm not that easy to fool, you bastards. You think I'll fall into your trap and I can come and, you know, my votes will be falsified? Because that's the thing in Russia, a lot of the elections are falsified, so even if a person votes for one particular candidate, those votes could be basically attributed to a different candidate. I'm not gonna say the name, but you know who I'm talking about. Same thing here, essentially. You just know that a lot of the people that vote no, their votes are magically going to become yeses. I really like this joke somebody made recently. It's like, this is the way Russian elections go. You have a question, do you mind the amendments to the Russian constitution? And the available options are, yes, I don't mind, no, I don't mind. That's kind of what's going on, honestly. And you know, there's another problem is that, once again, the advertisements for this referendum, all of it is complete nonsense. Like, none of it has actually anything to do with the changes to the constitution. I was just like walking by my parents recently and I've seen the TV advertisements for the upcoming, you know, vote. And it was like this preachy ass advertisement with like everything, like all Russian national values put into one video. Like,
Наша страна – это наши победы, как маленькие, так и большие.
our history, our country, our victory, and they mishmashed everything, like victory over fascism in World War II, like
Наша страна, наша конституция, наше решение.
It's just astonishing, and not a single word in advertisements is said about the actual amendments to the constitution. Do they think the entire population of Russia is retarded? I mean, it's been working out for them for 20 years, so I guess. So yeah, the entire point is that the election is essentially fake and your vote doesn't matter, as well as the fact that the advertisements are just insulting, makes people want to go like, yeah, I'm just not coming, because nothing's gonna change anyway. But there's an entire different outlook in it, and that is the outlook of that we need to come to the polls and we need to vote no. There's an idea that the Russian government basically uses its propaganda on the same level for every sort of demographic of people, but that's not true. They're actually way smarter than that, and what they do is that for people who are pro-Putin, they really don't need to do anything, because those people are already convinced they will basically, you know, approve of anything that Putin does and anything that the current government does. They will go and vote yes. This also includes people that work in governmental companies and in the government, police officers, etc. All those people will vote yes. They're required to, essentially. There's also the group of people that are undecided. The main task of the government is to convince those people to come to the election and vote yes. And they try and do that through these propaganda videos that appeal to, you know, homophobia, you know, all those little things that they feel like, you know, matter to the Russian people, as well as, you know, these overly preachy, super patriotic, like videos that state nothing related to the amendments constitution, but somebody might watch that and be like, yeah, I'm a Russian patriot. I care about, you know, people who beat the fascists in World War II. I'm gonna go vote and vote yes. I know it seems like that train of thought is insane, but there's people like that out there. People are stupid, okay? Guys, what I've learned throughout the years is that you need to not underestimate how stupid people are, because they are. The government also creates propaganda for the people that hate Putin, and for the people that are anti-Putin, for the people that are anti-current government. And the main idea of the propaganda here is to convince people that there is no point in coming, everything is already decided, you know, the pro-Putin stance, you know, the pro-amendments stance is gonna win anyway, and to kind of convince people that if you come to the election, even if you vote no, you're kind of playing into the entire game, and you're like a pawn in the game of pretentious democracy, fake democracy. And it's really annoying again, because like people are accusing both sides of propaganda right now. Like people that say that you should not come at all are accused of basically creating propaganda that would basically, you know, stop people that could vote no from coming. And on the other side again, people are saying that the people that are saying that you should come and vote no, they're also like paid by Kremlin, and you should not come, because if you come, you're playing to the game. Now again, all all of this comes down to the point that the amendments to the constitution have already been put in place. It's incredible, isn't it? The Russian government is essentially running a vote in order for the Russian people to accept the amendments or not accept the amendments that have already been put into place. Like, there's already new copies of the new constitution being printed right now, and it says on the constitution that are sold in stores that this constitution contains amendments that will come into power after the, referendum on the 1st of July. So it's not like they will come into power if the people vote yes. They will come into power after the referendum. We don't give a fuck what your vote is. They will come into power. It's just incredible, isn't it? How do they get away with this? I don't understand this. And we still think that this is a democratic country. So yeah, truthfully speaking, looking at it, at the end of the day, it really does not matter if you go vote no or if you don't go. The biggest argument against the boycott is that Russia has no voter turnout cap. So it's not like if only 20% of the population would come and vote, the government would be like, oh no, that's way too low. We needed like, at least 50% to come. So, we're not gonna perceive those results as true. But the thing is that no, there's no such thing as low voter turnouts in Russia, because literally 1% of the people could come and vote yes, and they'll be like, yeah, 1% came, but everybody of those 1% voted yes, so everybody in Russia wants the amendments to come into power. And once again, all the governmental workers, police officers, whatever, will come and vote yes. And yes, the voter turnout might be low, but the majority of those votes will be yeses. And it will create this picture that, everybody's on board with it, which I think is not the case. I've not met a single person who said that they support the amendments to the constitution. Everybody hates it. I understand I don't speak to like Russian boomers, but still. So yeah, at the end of the day, nothing will change, but what's gonna change is the way it's portrayed in the media, the way it looks, the percentages are gonna be different. And I understand it's not gonna change much, but personally, I would like my vote, I would like my protest vote of no to be seen. So yeah, once again, this is just my opinion. I think I'm gonna come and vote no. I know it's not gonna change much, but maybe for a second I feel like my opinion matters and I'm seen by this government, because I never felt like my opinion mattered to the government or the president, and it doesn't. But I guess I'll just be content with myself and now, sleep tight knowing that I voted no. And I've protested against it a little bit, because just being quiet and being a warrior online and then not even coming to vote, once again, not trying to push people to go vote or anything, but to me I feel like it's kind of hypocritical in a sense. So yeah, I will come and vote no. Again, if any of my Russian viewers are watching this, you can disagree with me, it's totally fine. I would actually like to hear your opinions and comments. But yeah guys, at the end of the day, we're all doomed. Putin is gonna rule Russia forever. I hope everybody has a fun time. And once again, talking about this just makes me realize how ridiculous this country is that we've gotten to the point where we have to discuss whether we should come vote or vote no for something that the government thinks is good. For something the government tries so hard to push into our throats and nobody likes it. So yeah guys, what would you do if you were a Russian citizen just like myself, if you understood the context, if you understood the situation? What would you do? Would you come and vote, or would you guys ignore the entire thing? Make sure to write your opinions down in the comments. I just wanted to rant a little bit in this video today because this entire situation and this entire discussion has literally been on my mind for weeks and it's so ridiculous. So yeah guys, I guess there's going to be pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys did find out something new and interesting from this video, and hopefully we get to have some discussion down in the comments. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to slap that like button on it, and as well guys, if you want to support my channel, make sure to go over down in the description to the Patreon link, or also buy my YouTubes. I would gladly appreciate it. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.